All right, what's going on, guys? I just wanted to get on here and kind of do a video where I straight up just talk to you and tell you how I got into coaching, why I got into coaching, why I got into YouTube coaching, and the rest of the questions that I get asked all the time. Like, why, if you can grow YouTube channels like you do, why don't you just do YouTube for a living and things like that? So let's get right into kind of my backstory and how I got into, YouTube coaching and why and all those other things. So basically, I had I guess, a conservative based YouTube channel. It was called Justin is Lost. And that YouTube channel is now gone. It's banned. It was the fastest, maybe if not the fastest, one of the fastest growing YouTube channels in that space. I had a lot of bigger YouTubers come to me and, co-sign me and befriend me and support me and things like that. And it was really cool. Like, that was my entire life for a really long time. And I made good money from it. I'm not going to lie. The money was great. And I loved it. I really did love it a lot. And that YouTube channel got banned because I talked about Sound of Freedom. I had 0 strikes on the channel. I had 0 monetization issues, nothing like that. Just straight up one day, posted a video on Sound of Freedom, and an hour later, the channel was just completely nuked. I never got a response on why. I had those bigger YouTubers who, befriended me and supported me reach out to their personal Google reps. They never got responses as to why. Pretty sure I got blacklisted by somebody higher up, but it is what it is. That's kind of the risk that I was taking by making the video that I did make, because I was kind of calling out YouTube for certain things that they did. They didn't like that, so they banned me. And, right after that, I was kind of like on a revenge tour where I was like, you know what, I'm going to show them, because that channel was pretty much faceless, right? Like, nobody, I mean, I got I turned my camera on for like live streams and things like that, but in every video, it was just basically voiceover. Like, it was a pretty faceless channel, so I just made another faceless channel, and I instantly got that one to 10,000 subscribers and over 3.5 million views in about 3 weeks. And I definitely could have just kept doing YouTube after that. Like, there's no doubt I got the channel monetized in 3 weeks. I could have just kept going and, made decent money on that channel as well. And I know that a lot of people say this, and it probably sounds like, you hear this all the time, and you probably maybe don't even believe me, but YouTube was never really about the money. I never really wanted to do YouTube for the money, especially that style of YouTube channel for just money. If I wanted just money, I would do something completely different, in YouTube wise. And really what I wanted was impact. Like, I really wanted to change the world, and I felt like I was actually fighting a good fight with those videos. And so whenever I was going through my options on what I should do going forward, I was thinking, what could I do to make the most impact? And it wasn't just having another YouTube channel that made, $10,000-$20,000 a month and reaching a certain amount of people, 3 million, 4 million views per month, like I was doing on my previous one. I think the thing that I could do to make the most impact was help other people grow their YouTube channels, their personal brands, but not just anybody, good people. And I primarily focused on helping Christians out, and because I'm also a Christian, but it was just good people in general. I just wanted forces for good is what I called everybody who I helped out their YouTube channel. And you can see I have numerous testimonials. I had numerous people who have reached out to me and said that they needed help with their channels, so I helped them out. It was somewhat of a done for you, kind of done with you type thing. I guess you could kind of call it an agency. And it got to the point where I was helping businesses scale their business, brick and mortar businesses scale their businesses with YouTube. And it very much turned into kind of like an agency thing. And that started happening before I stepped away from YouTube altogether. That even started happening with my channel before I got banned, the original one. So I had been kind of doing the agency thing kind of on the side for a good while. I didn't even know that it was an agency. I kind of just fell into it, and it wasn't super serious. It was just some extra money here and there, but the results that I was getting were really, really good. So whenever I was kind of weighing out my options on what I should do, if I should just keep going on the channel that I got 10,000 subs in 3 weeks on and just go that way, and I was thinking, what could I do to make the most impact? And it would be to lean into the agency type thing where I help other people grow their YouTube channels. So for a while, not very long at all, I was really going hard into the agency thing. I was really doing done for you stuff and helping people grow their brands, jumpstart their brands on YouTube, and, just scale it, whatever it is. I was just doing a done for you deal when it comes to YouTube. And then I discovered some people who do coaching, and I was like, dude, there's nobody really doing, YouTube coaching for businesses. There's people who do YouTube coaching for personal brands and for people who want to grow their personal YouTube channels, but nobody's really doing YouTube coaching for businesses. So I was like, let me just do that, because there's a huge gap for that, and I can help good people grow their businesses and grow their brands on YouTube if I step into helping people who have online businesses grow their brands and only accept good people into the business. I make it very, very obvious that I'm a Christian and that I like to work with other Christians, but just good people people in general. Like, you don't have to be a Christian. You don't have to be making Christian content or anything like that. If you have a coaching business and you're a good person and you want to grow your brand on YouTube, then I will help you out. You know, I will do that for you. And the results that I've been getting have been, it's just insane. I mean, today, as I'm recording this video, we have somebody who joined my program less than a week ago who's already made his first 2 sales from YouTube, from the formula that I use to grow everybody's channels. And, you know, it's paid ads as well as organic growth. We have a separate formula for each. So if you want to join and you just want to do organic, you can do that for sure. I recommend that you go the ads route as well. Personally, I just think it's a lot more scalable, and I think it's a lot more predictable month to month, but whatever you want. And I mean, this guy joined and immediately got 2 sales within a week. You know, he made his money back. He made his investment back from joining the program within a week. And it's just wild, the results that I'm getting from this. And I really realized that I have something here. You know, this is definitely the right decision. I think I really have something to offer, really have something to bring to the marketplace. So it kind of came down to, do I want to just grow another channel and maybe even get banned again in the future? Because if you get too close to the truth, you're going to get banned. Like, that's just how it is. Or do I want to help fill up the entire marketplace with good people, help people not only grow their YouTube channels, but grow their business, have a lot more good people with money in their pocket? And I think the very obvious choice, in my opinion, was to help out a big, you know, a ton of people, because it's a 3-month program. It's not like you're paying for me to do the things for you forever. And, you know, it's at the point where I can only accept 15 people because they will be my clients forever. No, you join the program. It's a one-time payment or payment plan, whatever you want. And I teach you how to do it, how to be self-sufficient 90 days, and then you're out of the program. That's just how it works. So I can accept more people in. I can make them self-sufficient. I can continue to spread, you know, good people, once again, with money in their pockets, with following on social media. I think it's just a win-win all around. And if I'm being completely honest with you, just being a YouTuber and relying on YouTube AdSense is extremely stressful. Like, YouTube is great if you already have an existing business and you just want more leads for your existing business. It's great. Like, that's a tremendous way to go about it. But doing YouTube as your primary source of revenue, and like the YouTube ads is your primary source of revenue, it's extremely stressful, man, especially in the space that I was in, because if you can't really take a vacation, you have to be there to post videos every day. You have to keep people updated on the news and things like that. So it's an extremely stressful thing. You also have to toe the line to where you don't get demonetized and things like that on individual videos, and don't get your entire channel demonetized. So it's a very, very stressful thing. Whereas with this coaching thing, yes, it is stressful, but after doing YouTube for that long, you know, as long as I did, posting every single day for that long period of time, coaching is not even close to as stressful as YouTube is. And I really, really do enjoy it. You know, I've always said this since the beginning of my YouTube career. All the people that I was around, I would always try my absolute best to bring them up, because seeing them succeed, seeing my fellow YouTubers, my friends who had supported me, seeing those people succeed made me feel 100 times better than ever seeing my own numbers go up. Like, that's just the God honest truth. That's always been the case. So now that I have clients that actually join my program and I can see their numbers go up, not only on YouTube, but in their businesses, I mean, it's just the most fulfilling thing in the world. Like, it truly is. I'm just incredibly invested in these people's success. I do have this thing where, you know, once people pay me money, I do feel a little bit indebted, and I feel like it's my duty now that I must make you, you know, a whole lot more money than you gave me. Like, I want to make sure that everybody has like a 5x return on investment. And even if they didn't give me any money, you know, just people who just asked me for help, I always felt like I really wanted to help them, not because I'm this great person, you know, like I'm some superhero, but because it always made me feel good as a person. You know, it's kind of like how people give money to charities because they like to feel good. I like to help people who ask for help, who are open and honest enough with themselves and with me to say, hey man, I need some help here. I've always really, really respected that. And I've always really, really wanted to help those people because it made me feel good. You know, it really was a great feeling for me. And now that I'm in this coaching business, now that I get to do this for a living, I mean, it's really the most fulfilling thing. And it just reiterates to me that I made the right decision and not just going all in on another YouTube channel. I really am enjoying this, so I appreciate everybody who's been watching these videos. I appreciate everybody who's been joining the program. If you are interested, you can go check out some of my other videos where I walk you through the YouTube funnel that we've been using to get people ridiculous numbers. I mean, the numbers are absolutely insane, but no sales pitch. I just really wanted to say thank you and kind of give you a little bit of backstory, a little bit of an update if you don't really know who I am. there you go. That's how I got into coaching. That's why I got into coaching, and that's why it's YouTube coaching and why I feel like I have an expertise. The results have been insane, but the fulfillment that I'm getting from this has been greater than any result or anything that I could possibly think of. So thank you guys. I would appreciate if you stuck around and watched some more videos, especially if you want to further your coaching business, grow and scale your coaching business. I would appreciate that. And I think that you'll benefit greatly from it as well.